y'all, come look at this.
Why are you sleeping? But over the last week, I have, when we talk about funny or sad, I think it's more sad than funny. Yeah. He has one ability I don't have. Yeah. He sleeps.
So, what are you saying?
He has an ability to fall asleep while on camera.
You don't say.
Stone cold out.
How does he do
And he's
it?
got cameras, because he's the president, so they have cameras on him.
Yeah.
And then they show him sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
You'll never see me sleeping in front of camera.
Donald Trump is allegedly, according to reports from behind the scenes, furious about the fact that people keep talking about his rapidly failing health, in particular, his rapidly failing capacity to stay awake in public, literally at all. So he sees the Sleepy Don stuff going around. He sees people like Gavin Newsom constantly hitting him over it, and it's being talked about more and more on the media, and that's got to bother him even more. And he's apparently been raging to his allies about it. And the reports are saying he's complaining about this coverage more than he was complaining about the coverage of how implicated he was in the Epstein files.
Congressman Dunn is a real champion and a patriot because he's still coming to work, and if others got this diagnosis, they would be apt to go home and retire. And
what was the diagnosis?
It was, I think it was a terminal diagnosis.
He would be dead by June.
Bruh. Okay, that wasn't public.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You know, because Gavin Newsom has admitted that he has learning disabilities. Honestly, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, but not for my president. I think a president should not have learning disabilities, okay? And I know it's highly controversial to say such a horrible thing. The President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, the President of the United States, Gavin Newsom.
What did he say? The President of the United States, Gavin Newsom,
admitted that he has learning disabilities, dyslexia, everything about him is dumb. But then he looked at the audience and said, but I'm smarter than you, or something like that. That was pretty silly. So now on top of everything else, I call him a racist because it happened to be a black audience. I will tell you this. I think it was the worst interview I've ever seen of any human being in my life, okay? Anybody else have any questions? If we ever needed help, they won't be there for us. I've just known that for a long period of time. We have some that are really enthusiastic. They're coming already. This isn't need. Need would be one of the big boys. If we need their mine boats, or if we need anything, any piece of apparatus that they may have because of a situation that they have, they should be jumping to help us. We want them to come and help us with the straight. My attitude is, we don't need anybody. We're the strongest nation in the world. We have the strongest military by far in the world. We don't need them.
Did you follow that?
Public meeting. I mean, it was horrible. He was talking all gravelly and rough, and he looked like he got hit by a train. Then there were all these videos coming out of him not being able to walk properly. He couldn't walk a straight line. He's got this weird gait, this weird thing going on with one of his legs. Then, of course...
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Then, of course, there was the hand bruising. The hand bruising brought about because they're clearly injecting something through an IV into his hand on a regular basis. But you know what? I have to say, there's a new theory on the block, y'all, and this new theory may just be convincing me. So first, let me play this for you. The other day, Trump was on the plane. Remember, he had accidentally admitted that he had an MRI recently. And that was sort of like that's weird. And by the way, the reason he admitted it is because you know Trump, he can't help himself. He's like, I had the world's best MRI. Doctors say my brain is the most beautiful, my body's the most beautiful body you've ever seen. And they said it was the perfect MRI, like my perfect phone call with Ukraine. It was perfect. So he had to like brag about his MRI results. And that's how he accidentally let the cat out of the bag. They were trying to keep it on the low. He let it out. Well, then the media decided later on, well, let's ask some follow-up questions because what the something's clearly going on here. So that's where we got this clip from.
Mr. President, could you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? I understand that the results were good, but what was it for?
the person asked, can you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? I understand you said the results were good, but why? What was it for? Okay, ready? You can see him already. The hamster wheel in his brain slowly moving. Here we go.
Because it's part of my physical.
That's a lie. That's not a thing.
Getting an MRI is very standard. What you think I shouldn't have and other people got it? I had an MRI. Here's what's hilarious. I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor.
He's such a clown of a person, right? But what's so crazy is this works on like 40% of the country. They hear this and they go, man, he must have had a great MRI, man. They must have said, man, Donald Trump, you got the best body ever, bro. It's amazing. Like, it's obviously like he's putting on a show here. That's what he's doing.
That's it. But I had an MRI as part of my standard yearly, or I think they do it every 2 years, but I have the physical every year. And the result was outstanding. Did you know? I have no idea what they analyzed, but whatever they analyzed it well, and they said that I had as good a result as they've ever seen. Now, the other thing I took, as you know, a very advanced test on mental acuity.
It was literally a dementia test. He's calling it an advanced test. It was literally a dementia test.
Because I think a president should have to do that. And as you probably heard, I aced it. I got a perfect score. I got the highest score. I got a perfect score. And the only reason I tell you that is it's one subject, unlike Biden and others, that you can take off your plate.
The question on nuclear testing, just being very specific.
So
They say the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but all I see is waste.
Day starting the process of terminating the diversity lottery program. If we are going to succeed in stopping this scourge, decided to shield and shelter criminal. Wait. Their whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal, illegal immigrants. Fairness and reciprocity. And I say that finally. I said, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia, embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, despite these obstacles, Karen, we must seek real bipartisan solutions. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports and the combat infantrymen. They sacrifice every day for the furniture and future of their children.
Yesterday.
Look, for 47 years, no president was willing to do what I'm doing, and they should have done it a long time ago. It would have been a lot easier. There's no president that wanted to do it, and yet every president knew. I've spoken to a certain president, who I like, actually, a past president, former president. He said, I wish I did it. I wish I did, but they didn't do it. I'm doing it, yeah. I can't tell you that. I don't want to embarrass him. It would be very bad for his career, even though he's got no career left.
I just want to ask you about something very interesting that you've said twice today. That you talked to another former president about the Iran strikes. Was it George W. Bush?
No.
Was it Bill Clinton?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Because
Barack Obama?
a member of a party, they have Trump derangement syndrome, but it's somebody that happens to like me, and I like that person who's a smart person. But that person said, I wish I did it. Okay, but I don't want to get into who.
Okay.
I don't want to get him into trouble. Maybe, hey,
I have a guess.
you know what? Yeah, I think you probably know.
I thought he could never say anything else. Make me put my out. This month, allegedly, he said he spoke with the president of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. My whole brain scrambled.
Sir, you are the president of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
So the question is, who the f*** was you talking to?
J.D. Vance was in a corner. This is Puerto Rico.
What do you think about this topic? Please leave your comment in the comment section below. Please be nice. please click the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to get notification for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching this video on the Berean Scholars channel.